Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck's youngest son, Samuel, is suddenly at the center of a wave of attention that no one saw coming, and the reason is simple. The world is finally getting a rare glimpse of just how perfectly he blends the best of both his famous parents, from his father's strong, unmistakable features to his mother's warmth, charm, and gentle presence that fans have adored for decades. For years, Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck made it their mission to shield their three children from Hollywood's relentless spotlight, raising them as normally as possible despite the cameras, the headlines, and the fame that followed them everywhere. But now, as their youngest son, Samuel Affleck, enters his teenage years, those efforts are becoming harder to maintain, not because of scandal or drama, but because people are simply stunned by how grown up he looks and how strikingly he resembles both of his parents at the same time. The moment that reignited global curiosity came when Samuel appeared publicly alongside his mother during a major milestone in Jennifer's life, a powerful moment that blended motherhood, success, and a rare family appearance that fans instantly latched onto. Cameras caught Samuel walking confidently beside Jennifer, tall for his age, polished, calm, and already carrying that unmistakable Hollywood gene that seems to run deep in the Affleck-Garner family. Within hours, the photos spread across social media, entertainment pages, and fan forums, with thousands of people commenting on the same thing. He looks like a perfect fusion of Ben Affleck's sharp jawline and Jennifer Garner's expressive eyes and gentle smile. Some fans joked that it was like seeing Ben Affleck from the early 2000s mixed with Jennifer Garner during her Alias era, while others couldn't believe how quickly he seemed to have grown up overnight. The general reaction wasn't just surprise, it was emotional. People who had watched Jennifer and Ben's love story unfold nearly 2 decades ago suddenly felt like time had fast-forwarded. To truly understand why this moment hit so hard, you have to go back to the beginning. Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck met in the early 2000s, during a time when both were skyrocketing in Hollywood. Ben was already a major star after Good Will Hunting and several blockbuster hits, while Jennifer was becoming America's sweetheart through television and romantic comedies that made her one of the most relatable actresses of her generation. Their relationship felt grounded compared to many celebrity romances, private, affectionate, and refreshingly normal by Hollywood standards. They married in 2005 and soon welcomed their first daughter, Violet, followed by Serafina and then Samuel in 2012. From the beginning, both Jennifer and Ben were clear about one thing: their kids would come first, always. Even as their marriage eventually ended in 2018, after years of trying to work through challenges, they remained deeply committed to co-parenting with love, respect, and consistency. While tabloids often focused on Ben's struggles, career ups and downs, and later his highly publicized relationships, Jennifer stayed remarkably steady, attending school events, soccer games, theater performances, and everyday activities that made their children's lives feel as normal as possible. Insiders have often described Jennifer as the emotional anchor of the family, someone who worked tirelessly to create stability even during difficult chapters. Samuel, the baby of the family, grew up largely away from cameras. Unlike many celebrity kids who are constantly photographed, Samuel's appearances were rare and carefully managed. Jennifer was known to walk him to school, attend events quietly, and gently shield him from paparazzi whenever possible. That's why this recent public moment felt so significant. It wasn't just another casual snapshot, it was a glimpse of a young man stepping into the world with confidence, maturity, and unmistakable presence. People couldn't stop pointing out how Samuel's posture and facial structure mirror his father's. There's something about the way he carries himself that instantly reminds fans of Ben Affleck's calm, composed demeanor in his prime. But then, when Samuel smiles, it's pure Jennifer, warm, soft, kind, and instantly likable. It's the kind of combination that feels almost cinematic, like a real-life reminder of two Hollywood icons blended into one next-generation star. Social media lit up with side-by-side photos comparing Samuel to both parents at the same age. Some posts showed young Ben Affleck during his breakout years, highlighting the nearly identical bone structure. Others placed Jennifer Garner's youthful photos next to Samuel's recent appearance, pointing out the same eyes, cheeks, and gentle expressions. The consensus was nearly universal: this kid truly is the perfect mix. But beyond the looks, what touched people most was the emotional dynamic between mother and son. Observers noticed how naturally Samuel stayed close to Jennifer, holding her hand, walking in sync with her pace, clearly proud to be by her side during such a major career milestone. It wasn't forced, staged, or uncomfortable. It was simply a mother and her son sharing a meaningful moment together.
Jennifer has spoken openly in recent months about how parenting teenagers has changed her life in ways she never expected. She's admitted that this stage requires more listening and less controlling, more patience and trust than ever before. She's described learning to step back while still being present, allowing her children to grow into their own personalities while knowing she'll always be there when they need her. And Samuel, from what fans can see, appears to be thriving under that balance. He looks comfortable in public but not hungry for attention, confident but not cocky, grounded yet clearly aware of the unique world he comes from. Ben Affleck has also shared glimpses into his relationship with Samuel that reveal a sweet, humorous father-son bond. In recent interviews, Ben laughed about Samuel asking him for money to place sports bets, a classic teenage moment that instantly made audiences smile. It wasn't about celebrity, it was about a dad dealing with a son pushing boundaries, curious about the world, and learning life's lessons one step at a time. Moments like that humanize the family in a way fans deeply connect with. Despite the fame, the Oscars, the red carpets, and the headlines, at the core, they are simply parents raising kids, dealing with teenage curiosity, growth spurts, emotional phases, and everyday challenges just like millions of families around the world. Another moment that recently caught attention was when both Jennifer and Ben showed up to support Samuel at a school performance. Even amidst complicated past relationships and public scrutiny, both parents made it clear that their children always come first. That united front sent a powerful message. No matter what happens in their personal lives, they remain a team when it comes to raising their kids. This consistency is something fans deeply respect. In an industry where broken families and public feuds often dominate headlines, Jennifer and Ben's commitment to peaceful co-parenting stands out. It's one of the reasons so many people feel emotionally invested in their children's growth, because it feels like watching a rare success story of maturity and love after divorce. And now, as Samuel enters those formative teenage years, people can't help but wonder what the future holds. Will he pursue acting like both parents? Will he choose something entirely different? Will he stay out of the spotlight, or will Hollywood eventually call his name? Right now, there are no signs that Samuel is being pushed into fame. Jennifer has always been firm about letting her kids decide their own paths, but at the same time, it's impossible to ignore that he already has the presence, genetics, and public curiosity that often precede a future in entertainment. Fans are already speculating, some jokingly calling him the next Hollywood heartthrob, others hoping he'll grow up enjoying a private life away from pressure. Many simply express amazement at how fast time has flown. It feels like yesterday Jennifer was carrying him as a toddler, shielding his face from cameras, and now he's nearly as tall as his mom, walking beside her like a young man ready to step into adulthood. There's something deeply nostalgic about watching celebrity kids grow up, especially when their parents were part of so many people's youth. Jennifer Garner movies defined early 2000s rom-com culture. Ben Affleck films dominated theaters for decades, and now their son is becoming a living reminder of that era, blending two icons into one next-generation presence. But perhaps what makes Samuel's story so heartwarming isn't just his looks, it's the stability behind them. He represents what can happen when parents choose growth over bitterness, cooperation over conflict, and love over ego. He's growing up with strong values, consistent support, and parents who show up no matter what the headlines say. As public interest continues to rise, it's likely we'll see more rare moments of Samuel as he gets older: school milestones, family celebrations, quiet outings with his parents. But if Jennifer Garner has anything to say about it, those moments will remain respectful, controlled, and focused on protecting her children's well-being above all else. Still, one thing is clear: the world has officially noticed Samuel Affleck, and the reaction has been nothing but admiration, warmth, and amazement at how beautifully he reflects both of his parents. From Ben Affleck's strong, classic Hollywood presence to Jennifer Garner's timeless grace and kindness, Samuel truly feels like the perfect mix, not just in appearance, but in spirit. And as fans continue to watch this new chapter unfold, one thing is certain: the Affleck-Garner legacy isn't just about blockbuster movies and awards anymore. It's about raising grounded, confident children who carry the best of both worlds into the future. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.